Hey, what's up out there, guys? This one is going to be easy bar chord rock songs. My name is Mike B, and this is Campfire Guitar Star. Alright guys, so right before we dive into this lesson, head down to the description of this video and click that link to get the PDF and tabs up in front of you. So in today's lesson, I'm going to be talking about bar chords. We're going to be working through two awesome rock songs that I always teach to my one-on-one students when they are either getting into bar chords, or if I get a new student in who says they're struggling with bar chords. These are two of the songs I like to go through. So we're not going to go through even all four bar chord shapes today or any of the theory side of bar chords. This is strictly going to be a playing lesson. I'm just going to show you two awesome songs and you're going to improve your bar chords. So the very first one we're going to do today is Fly Away by Lenny Kravitz. I played it in the intro, I'll play it one more time. Sounds like this. So as you can see, I'm just taking one shape and I'm just moving it around. That's why this is one of the best bar chord songs to first check out. It's kind of challenging when you're playing a song that's like, you know, regular cowboy chords, and then you get a B minor in there all of a sudden, or a bar chord. It's kind of tricky, but if we're sticking just to this one shape, you just get your fingers glued in this position, and then we're just going to move it around. So let's first off start off here by getting down the bar chord major shape, or the E shape down here. So it's almost like this. If you grab like a capo and put it right up like the 5th fret here, and then you just simply play like an E chord. That's essentially what we're doing with a bar chord. So if I've got my E chord shape here, and I've got to get something acting as that capo, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my first finger to bar down along all 6 strings here. It's a good test just to make sure you got them all ringed. Just see if you're getting all 6 ringing through there. Thumb placement is also an important thing with bar chords. Make sure your thumb is literally right behind your first finger. If I bring it up a little bit, you can see they're just right behind each other. That's going to get maximum squeeze right there. So we've got our bar down. All 6 are coming through. Now we're going to add our 3rd and our 4th finger to the A and D strings, 7th fret, and our 2nd finger to the 6th fret of the G string. There is our bar chord shape that we're going to be using for Fly Away. The first thing you want to do here is just do this a bunch of times. Go stretch, stick, strum. Stretch, stick, strum. Stretch, stick, strum. Do that a bunch of times to get a bit of muscle memory on that chord. No better way than to just stretch off, grab it, and just strum it. And I might recommend too, when you're first getting into these, do a slow strum. Do one of these. Make sure you got all 6 strings ringing through. Now, if you're having a few problems with that right out the gate and you're getting sort of like this kind of thing going on, just keep practicing it. You can still learn the song and get playing. Some of those high notes, what's actually going to happen the more you do this, you're going to start to get calluses on like your fingers, or this lower part here that you use for the bar. Right now you've probably got pretty good calluses on the tips, but you don't have anything right here. It's all just flesh. So you're going to have to squeeze really hard until you have good calluses. Once your calluses come in after a bit of practice of this, you actually don't have to squeeze as hard because this will be tougher skin right here. So that's the shape for Fly Away. That is your classic A major chord right there. We've got an A bar chord. So before we add any rhythm or anything with the right hand, let's just get all of our chords down. So that's the first chord. Now the second chord in the song, we're just going to jump that up 2 frets. 1, 2. So I'm rooted at the 7th fret. Again, the same direction, but just 1 fret this time. I'm going to move it 1 fret up. So far, if you watch your first finger, we have 5, 7, 8. Then this one's a bit of a stretch. We've got to go all the way down to 3. So we have 5, 7, 8, 3. And the very last chord can be done 2 ways. This is the kind of the classic way right here, which is we take that shape we had down the 3rd fret, the same one we've been playing all day, and we just bring it all the way up so it's at the 10th fret. Now, this is pretty easy for me, even though I have very big hands. I can still fit all my fingers in here, no problem. That's because my fingers are very flexible. I'm playing guitar for a very long time, so it's if you're having trouble getting this bar chord up here at first, your fingers might not be that flexible yet. You might actually, what you want to do is just play another D chord, like your standard D chord. chord. That's another little thing you can do on this song to replace that last chord. If you're having a lot of problems getting this bar in, do it as a regular D. But I would suggest you push yourself and try to get that high bar chord position. It is possible. Like I said, I have huge hands, and you can see me getting it no problem. So, our chords are... or... up to you whether you want to do that D or the high D. Now, get that down first. Like, just get those movements, get those transitions down, and when you're ready, here's what we're going to do in the right hand. On the first chord at the 5th fret, we go down, up, down in the right hand. So, down, up, down. All right, moving on. 7th fret just gets 1 down. Then we're up to the 8th fret, we do the down, up, down again. So far we have down, up to 7, down, up to 8, down, up, down. And then we're down to 3 for down, up, down. And then up to D at the 10th fret for the same thing, down, up, down. So the whole thing. So we're going down, up, down on every chord except the second one, the one that's at the 7th fret. So now let's do that with a regular D chord for anybody who's having problems with this high D. So that would look like this. Down, up, down. And it's nice because there are a few built-in transition times in this song. If you take a quick listen, it's, this is full speed. Pause. We have all those long periods of time to find that chord. So that's why this is an awesome bar chord rock song to learn. So please let me know if you have any questions in the comments section, even just about bar chords in general, about hand placement. Definitely here to help you guys. But I'm going to jump on into the next song here, which is going to be Steady As She Goes by the Raconteurs. So here's what this one sounds like right here. We go. Etc. So that's the two parts right there. The verse is just 1 hit per chord, and the chorus is 4 hits per chord. So we're going to get one new bar chord shape here today. But let's just start off here. Let's just grab that same chord we started Fly Away on, the 5th fret. Now, we're going to move it from here. Let's just, this is a shape that we now have down. So what we're going to start off with here on Steady As She Goes is we're going to take that bar chord shape, move it down so it's rooted on the 2nd fret. So if you're familiar with an F bar chord, this is just 1 fret higher than that, just at the 2nd fret. Now here's the next step we're going to do with this chord. We're going to take everything we've got there, and we're just going to move it physically down 1 string set. So everything just wanders down. So I was here, everything goes down 1 string, and now I am here. And this 2nd fret on the low E is optional. Some people like to actually bar across both of them, because both of those notes are actually in the chord. So you can go like this, just barred across all 6, or I like to personally go like this. I kind of just bar from the A string down, and then I have my first finger, as you can see there, it's not like on top of the E string, but it's just lightly against the E, muting it, so my right hand can just go straight on. I still hit the E string, but it's muted. So that right there is how you play a minor bar chord with the root on the A string. It's just like an A minor. If I get, here's my capo, and I play an A minor chord, that's exactly what we're doing with a B minor here. It's just an A minor with a capo at 2. And we're getting that capo from our first finger. So that's the only new shape in this song. So that's the first chord right there. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to do a little tap in your right hand, a little punch on the strings. Notice when I punch, my pick still lands on top of the strings. I'm not going like that or something. I'm going like this. And then I strum. So we go punch, strum. All right, that's the first part. Now, the next chord, we're just going to shift everything up 1 string set. So we're on the E, rooted on the E string. And now we go punch, strum. All right, so far we just had at the 2nd fret of the A, punch, strum, up, punch, strum. Now from here, we're gonna move this shape up to the 5th fret. Same exact shape, same strings, same right hand, punch, strum. And then the last chord is gonna be an E chord, but we're gonna do it like this right here. We're not gonna do a normal E shape. We're gonna do it like this because we're coming from this 5th fret chord. Check this out. If you just slide this thing all the way down, here's F, but you keep moving into E right there. And I know, a lot of times you're going to want to be playing your E like that, but in this situation, we just slide that bad boy all the way down to the open frets right there. And that's all the chords we need right there. So if we put our punch and then strum on every chord, it sounds something like this. Now the hardest part of this song is getting from the E chord back to the B minor. So definitely isolate that. Go E, B minor a bunch of times back and forth. And notice how when I'm doing this, my 3rd, 4th, and 2nd finger are not going like, jumping away from their shape. It's like they stay locked together in like that awesome little trio right there. And they just jump diagonal down and my bar comes on, right? It's like I'm not going like, okay, up 2 frets, and then down, and then I add my bar. I just kind of keep everything together, move diagonal down, all as one unit, and the bar just kind of slips on at the end. So let's play the verse one more time, then we're going to talk about the chorus. So punch, strum. Now for the chorus, we're going to do the same thing, but with 4 downstrokes per chord. Now, you may notice there that because I'm going 4 downstrokes per chord, on the last one, I'm already transitioning. I just really slow motion, 2, 3, 4. 4th strum, I'm like either, sliding with it or just, hitting like literally just hitting the strings while I transition from chords. And this is rock and roll we're playing, right? Like those things are totally okay. It's not a shortcut. It's just the way the guitar is played. If I do that again at full speed, check it out. You won't even notice those things. So at full speed, those transition sounds just disappear. So I know when you're running it like this slow, it's going to be really obvious. But as soon as you get a little bit of speed on that, don't even worry about it. Because as soon as there's a little bit of speed on there, all those sounds disappear. So yeah, guys, thanks a lot for watching. That's about all I wanted to cover in today's lesson. Just 2 awesome bar chord rock songs. Not even really getting super deep into bar chords. Just getting you something you can play, get your muscle memory going. Guitar is definitely one of those instruments you want to learn how to play and then learn what you're doing. So, work on these for a couple weeks, get them feeling good, and then, explore more about, what bar chords are, where they come from. But for now, just get those 2 songs sounding good, and that'll be a great thing for you to do. So again, let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments section. Thanks a lot for watching. Catch you in the next lesson.